What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. Hope all is well with you. Guys, I can't help but notice that there's been a bit of a bump up in my subs. I suspect that this might have something to do with my recent appearance on WDW Pro's channel. A lot of people saw me over there. You like what you saw, came over here and gave me a sub, and I am very, very grateful for that. Thank you guys for being here. I will tell you up front, I have some very hot takes here, so I hope you're not sensitive. I hope you're not that sensitive type of person who the minute you hear something that you don't agree with is like, unsubbed, I never liked you anyway. Let's not do that, shall we? It's not a good look, and it just doesn't feel good to me. It hurts my feelings. You're going to have to love me for me. You have to accept me for who I am. But anyway, let's get into the topic of this video, guys. I am pleased to announce that I just finished watching season 1 of One Piece on Netflix. And I have to say, I really, really enjoyed it, guys. Now, you know, YouTubers, in particular me, I have an unfair reputation of being hard to please, like impossible to please, like I hate everything. That is not the truth. I am fair, I like to think, and I give my opinion on everything that I talk about on this channel, good and bad. I'm just very passionate about this. In this case, I liked it. I really liked One Piece. I had a great time with it. I gotta tell you, it was exciting, it was imaginative, it was inventive. I really do love the spectacular nature of it, like it just, the grand scope of it, like it looked great. I have to say the story moved along quite well. And did I mention it's fun? It's very, very fun. I have to say that this series, One Piece, the way it plays out, it's more Star Wars than the Star Wars I've been watching, because it keeps in mind that it is supposed to be fun at the end of the day. It's not just supposed to be so grounded and so heavy and, you know what I mean, just dark and everything. It's good. It's refreshing. It's refreshing to see something that actually remembers that it's supposed to be entertaining. You know, it's just, I had a great time with it, guys, and I'm going to give credit where credit is due. The young cast there, they did their job. They're playing a very, very wide variety of different types of characters, like, and all of them are fun to watch. You know, that's the thing about this show. Like, every aspect of it, I had a great time watching it. Now, I'm not the biggest anime or manga person. Is that how you pronounce it? Manga. I'm not the biggest person who's into that stuff. But, you know, in a lot of reasons why is because sometimes it could play out a little silly. But the thing about anime and manga is it is deceptively silly until it's not. You know, there are certain themes that are involved that if you do invest your time in it, sooner or later, usually that happens, it takes a turn, you know, at different places. You'd be surprised. Out of nowhere, it can become dramatic. And all of a sudden, because you were laughing with and sometimes at these characters, you find yourself emotionally invested in them. And then when something gets real and the stakes get high, you care about them. You know what I mean? So I really do respect this method of storytelling. You know, costume design is amazing. You know, it's just, I have to say, you know, there are some people, of course, just like anything else, there are some people who are gonna not like this, and I'm not here to convince those people. If it's not your bag, dude, it's just not your bag. It's okay. You know what I mean? But I do have a question, right? I have a question, and I want to know how you guys feel about this. Is it just me, or is something missing, right? There is something missing here. And what it is, right? When I got through watching it, I was just wondering, you know, I'm reading about this thing, you know, because once you like things, you know, you want to know more about it. So I'm reading about it. I actually started watching the anime version of this, which it is based upon, which is supposed to be incredibly popular. It's a very long running series, and that's what the live action is based on. So it's a phenomenon in its own right, you know, the anime and the manga and all of that stuff. So it's been around for a long time. Keep that in mind, guys. But here's the thing, right? As I'm reading about this and I'm looking at all the press for it and the marketing about this, I realize there's something missing, right? And tell me if I'm wrong about this, guys. Maybe I just missed it, but what happened to the fact that this is a very diverse cast, right? I didn't see anything about that. I saw nothing written about that. The lead character, Inyaka Godoy, I believe you say his name, Iyaka. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. You can look it up. But the young man who's playing Monkey D. Luffy is of Mexican descent. I don't see anything written about how this is groundbreaking, this is history making, it's historic, and if you don't like it, you must be racist against Mexicans and all of this stuff. And I see none of that, with the diversity of the cast and everything. Why is there nothing written about this stuff? What happened? You must realize if this was Disney, God forbid, if this was adapted by Disney or Marvel or maybe even DC a little bit, it would be a whole different story. The marketing would be built around the diversity of it all and how this is challenging the viewers and all of this stuff. And if they don't like it, they're the scum of the earth. And the lead character would have been getting hate mail and prepared to get hate mail. Like, what happened? Where's all of that stuff? If that's something that's natural, then why hasn't that bled into what we're seeing here? It blows my mind. I'm looking. Has anybody seen this? You know what I mean? I've seen nothing of this. And like I said, the cast being diverse, the fact that the lead character is of Mexican descent. Thank God he's not of black descent. After all, his name is Monkey. After all, could you imagine that? They'd be tearing it all apart. You know what I mean? Because they totally lost the point of it all. But you don't see that here. You know what I mean? And this, to me, is more proof that Disney and Marvel and Hollywood in general, they use these things in their marketing to protect a substandard product. It just so happens that One Piece is getting great reviews. It's getting received wonderfully across the very same fandom that they said was toxic. Where's all of the hate mail for the Mexican lead and the woman, and the black young man who's in the cast as well? Where's it at? There are white men who are playing bad guys. You don't see anybody making videos complaining about this. You know what I mean? It's conspicuously absent. So I'm taking this as proof, and I want to know what you guys think about this. Why is it that we don't see this marketing campaign around One Piece, first of all, bragging about the diversity of its cast, in particular, the Mexican lead character? Nobody's bragging about this, and you don't see anybody complaining about it either. You know what I mean? Because, guys, at the end of the day, we all know, right? We all know that criticism is something that is justified. You criticize something once you watch it, or you see what you're in for or whatever. You give your opinions on this, but like I said, up until now, what we've been getting from the major Hollywood studios is animosity and resentment, towards the viewers, towards the fans and everything like that. But you're not seeing that here, guys. And I just wanted to point that out. Sometimes you have to let the art, the product, speak for itself. And you'd be surprised. If Hollywood didn't start it, then the fans wouldn't have chimed in at all. And it's what I used to say about Star Wars, what I used to say about The Last Jedi. None of that stuff happened. You didn't see all of these videos and stuff like that until J.J. Abrams started popping off about the fandom being threatened by a woman lead. And we've been that way for the better part of the last 10 years. But here we have a situation like One Piece where universally, or generally speaking anyway, most people seem to be receiving it quite well, despite the fact that it's diverse, despite the fact that it deviates somewhat from the source material. It's entertaining, it's satisfying, and that's all we ever ask for, so I just wanted to point that out, guys. Is it just me? Like, have I missed it? Has there been anything out there? Just let me know, because I can't see everything. Has there been any type of blowback or pushback or backlash against One Piece because of its diverse cast or its Mexican lead or anything like that? Please let me know in the comment section. I'm just wondering, just thinking out loud. Guys, it's your turn. Get in the comment section and let me know if you've seen anything. If not, let me know that. But thank you guys for listening. It's just an observation of mine, and I will catch you on the next one. I thank you guys for listening. I thank you for your subscriptions. I thank you to like, to share, and of course, once again, to subscribe. And guys, I will catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.